parade yourselves as lawmakers of Rivers State House of Assembly. So they went to court. Another court now ruled that, no, they are still members of PDP. What the hell is all this confusion? Somebody has something to say about that from Rivers State. PDP Rivers, I think. These guys are confused. It says, I've got no clue. Listen, I had audio on, but for some reason my audio just disappeared in that clip, right? That's shocking. I must have done it wrong, and I wanted you to listen to that. Okay, I'll work something out, okay? Meanwhile, here is what Rotifmi Amechi, the Ubima Judas Iscariot, has to say about Fubara. He said, Fubara is popular because he is fighting Wike. Nothing more. I don't even know what that means. Listen.
What Sim thinks his popularity today is because he's anti-Wike. I don't know that. That's his popularity. Not that, oh, Sim is the best man that can happen on earth and all that. No. It's because he's anti-Wike. What Sim thinks his popularity.
So what Sims calls popularity right now is because it's anti-Wike. And you know, Rotifmi Amechi is a veteran of this game too. And hang on though. It was indicted by Wike. He was indicted. Wike indicted him of stealing over 130 billion naira. The money that is believed to be used for, let me see. The money believed to be used for sponsoring Bokuwari rather. Sponsoring Bokuwari for president. Right? So I'm going to put that video back on. Listen, it's like the first few seconds of it, the audio was off. Then it later came back on. Let's see if it plays, okay? I am so sorry, but I'm saying that ahead, all right? I want you to listen to what he's saying. The first 40 seconds, there is no audio. I should have cut that off. Unfortunately, I didn't, okay? But just listen, right? For the rest of the clip.
There is the misleading news circulating in social media, print and electronic media, that Martin Amewule and 26 others are members of the People's Democratic Party and the Rivers State House of Assembly. As you all know, Martin Amewule and 26 others defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress on the 11th day of December 2023 and stated that much in affidavit evidence deposed to by Martin Amewule for himself and on behalf of 26 others in suit number FHC ABJ 1681 CS of the year 2023 before Honorable Justice Donatus Okorowo of the Federal High Court Abuja Division. That suit is still pending in court. By section 2723 of the Constitution of Federal Court as amended, it is only the Federal High Court that can determine whether Martin Amewule and 26 others are still members of the People's Democratic Party and also members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. This much was held by the trial court. However, you will recall that there is a subsisting order of interlocutory injunction in suit number PHC 1512 CS of the year 2024, restraining Martins Amehule and his co-travelers from further parading or presenting themselves as lawmakers in the Rivers State, pending the determination of the substantive suit, which has not been appealed against. That suit is still pending. We urge the public to disregard the news presently making the rounds in social, print, and electronic media to the effect that Martins Amehule and 26 others have been declared as members of the People's Democratic Party and the Rivers State House of Assembly.
So the confusion continues. In a nutshell, we should just wish them luck while we keep a record of all of their shenanigans. People have a problem with memories in Nigeria, Stockholm syndrome. And that's why you have a Mayegun's diary political. We can always keep the record. And whenever you want to, right? If you want to, you can always check it out and pick it up. So that's from where I'm going to draw okay, in fact, not there, quickly. Well, again, I'm going to draw the curtains on that as well, right? The governor of Katsina State, that Rada guy, or Rada. So the guy came up and said, the reason why you are seeing the Fulani terrorism in Nigeria is because of the injustice that the Fulanis have suffered in Nigeria. The injustice of no education, no hospitals, no this, no that, blah, 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 blah. And because Nigeria is not caring for them, that is why the rest of Nigeria would have to pay what they are paying. Because that's exactly what the way I see it. Injustice against Fulani. Like, are you joking? Are you kidding? So injustice, who is that person responsible for the injustice against the Fulani in Nigeria? The Yorubas, the Igbos, the Middle Beltans, or who exactly? And then the poor people, the civilians that they are kidnapping and killing, the farms and lives they are destroying. Were those people who carried out the injustice against the Fulani? I'll tell you more about that some other time, okay? Sometimes it's not worth the whole stress, right? But it is better we state this because that's how they drive these narratives in those places. You've been in charge of Nigeria for decades, for donkey years. If there's any injustice that didn't provide education, healthcare, and all of that for the Fulanis, please, who is to be blamed? And why are the people the ones paying the price? Why? We shall go on another break right now. And when I get back, I will take calls. And that's up to you if you want to be part of that too.
70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Is that you?
to speak in tongue. Thank you so much for still being there as we speak. So yeah, if you are still watching this and then you haven't really liked the broadcast, I urge you to, if you can, right now before the course starts rolling in. Okay, so my line is opened, and you can be part of this chat, whether through the WhatsApp or direct call. The number is right there on the screen. Use it. So I also have a moment to remind us, especially those of us who are the members of the Yoruba Union, you know, like as we are rounding up the preparation towards the August meet, it's a chance for you to not only to meet other like-minded people. You see, in the course of this advocacy, kind of like educating the people, where people have different sort of choices or different ideas of what they believe should be the way out or the solution, right, to whatever Nigeria is going through. Because when the old center can no longer hold, and everybody is going their different and separate ways, you see, a lot of us watching this program on this platform, or a lot of us who are probably on other platforms too, with your own version of what you think should be done in the face of this directionless, country that these guys have made Nigeria. We need to take a lot of more, steps that takes us away from our comfort zones, where you meet physically. There are things you can't say online. There are things you shouldn't say online if you genuinely have a plan that you have intention of carrying out. I do trust what I see than what I hear. And I, as a person, one of the things that has been like holding me back is from my experience dealing with the type of a contraption that you have like Nigeria way, right? You also have to be very careful of the people you are associating with, because not everyone that is condemning what is happening in Nigeria is actually condemning what is happening in Nigeria. Or not everyone that is condemning what is happening in Nigeria is by any means, right, happy to want to stop it. And that those who just feel like, well, that's how it should be, that's how it is. Just pray to make your own, take advantage of it and make something for yourself from it. Nobody can save Nigeria. But that is inside. But outside, they continue to push that Nigeria can be saved and all that. So I am somebody who is always very careful. I have had my hands burned a few times for trusting people, because I just felt like we shared a lot in common online. And maybe we have something in common that we can, or we have a common enemy to face. But I do not want to fall, or should I say, I don't want to be somebody's fool or anyone's fool at all. And I do not want you to be anybody's fool as well. So I like what I see. And I swear to God, right? My last experience about trying to get involved in something to say we want to try to change something inside that contraption, right? It was when I actually had a physical contact, face-to-face seeing, face-to-face meet with a lot of the characters they were like, yeah, God bless you, this, and that. And when I met them one-on-one, I realized that I've made a mistake. So I don't like making a mistake twice. That is why, if all of us really want something different, we should begin to get ourselves engaged in physical meet. This is where you're going to see through people's eyes if they actually mean all they are saying, or they are just one of those chancers, hibernating with all of the opposing views and groups, so that they can use them to get an attention from the oppressors, the criminals there. And those are the visible, easily seen betrayers. So I would say, if you genuinely believe that it is doable to break our people from the shackles of this mental slavery, and I implore you to book your own ticket and come to Glasgow and meet other people like yourself, writers, publishers, journalists, researchers, educators, businessmen and women, you know, and then private people as well. Come, let's talk about what we think about Yoruba land and what we intend to do and how. Not just on social media like you are seated there watching me every day. No, I mean, you see, all the things we want to see happen, they are not going to happen by themselves. And I hope you are not probably expecting some other people to do what you think should be done. Like, our people should rise. Our people should rise together and work together, and let us break away from these people. You also have to rise. There is a price to pay. Everyone would have to sacrifice something. And if you can sacrifice your own presence, take a look at the comment section. You will see the link. The link to the Yoruba Summit in 2024. That's going to be in August, just about 2 months away. Let's go beyond just this talk here. Let's go into physical. Let's start putting the boots on the ground. Let's get real, right? I'm talking about those of you who are real. So if you're not one of those who is probably planning to be part of the summit, one way or the other, there's no point in you coming here, picking up your phone and telling us that, we need to do something. Now we're asking you to let us do something, because nobody is going to do it for us. Like I said, there are so many things I would possibly love to tell you that I've been thinking in my head that they are not really good for public consumption, if we are being honest, and not just chasing clouds. You know, there are those who enjoy saying, I'm not that kind of a person. So I would say we have been in touch. So many of us who feel like something should be done beyond here. You can be part of that too. Let me take this, sorry. Hello. I'm so sorry that I had to keep you there dialing and dialing. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Who is this?
It's me, sir. Longest time.
Who is this?
My name is Osas. I'm calling from Spain.
God bless you. You know why I'm saying that, Osas, right?
Yeah.
It's becoming so awkward lately, right? Because it's many people expect me to just know who is, you know, and most of the time, trying to get a voice and it's becoming awkward, kind of. So please, if you call me, do me that favor and say, this is the African Wildlife calling, then I can follow up with all of that. Oh, this is the charm calling. It does us a good bit of a favor, okay? But Osas, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. You know, I've almost let go of all this Nigeria issue. I just decided I've studied, I've bring my head down to study what is going on. You know, when they are talking about revolution and all that, I've come to realize that the only way the revolution will take place is through the government. It's just like all the Southwest if it's the governors that are in one zone that are planning for it, it will be easier for government to sit together to talk about it.
They have the authority and the resources.
Yeah.
And all they need is just to pretend that they are representing the millions of people and rally them on. But they won't do it because they will be the losers.
Yeah, and that is why maybe if you not come to check it, you see that when we talk about disobedience, they have come to realize that the only way is to put the right people in the positions that will help them if they want to bring that change. Those are the people that will help them to bring the change. But having these selfish people that only cares about themselves, there is no way that change is going to come.
No.
That's why they are fighting the system. They need the help of everybody to be able to make that happen. Because if we say we have to come out, the same thing will keep happening. We can't fight them by ourselves. It's only the government that can fight the government.
Right, right. Those who have the resources, so to say. But there is actually government fighting government that has been going on, and that is like them trying to break themselves because of their own power. You know what have you? But you're still going to need the people that are going to understand when the time is right and charge in when they are more weaker. But I do get your thoughts, though, you know. Sounds.
Yeah, because that's what I'm expecting. Because once it happens, you know, that when the obedience was so pushed concerning Peter, they know that is the only one that we allow such things to happen, that will give room to opinion and see what need to be done, what is the right thing to be done. Is the only one that cares about, maybe that has there that we don't want any kind of destruction or sacrifice or things like that. So I bet the problem is those in the system already know the kind of person he is. So at times they will use those that we think that are good to be fighting him. But at the end, we'll now find out that those people that we were thinking these people are good, this obedient and Peter has come to open the eyes of so many people that this person that we think is fighting for us is not really fighting for us.
They all feel threatened, including those that usually speak against a bad government. Suddenly, they are not. And Obi is a threat. I mean, I've been seeing Shore's tantrum since yesterday. And I've actually kept I've been like looking away like, man, we can no longer, Shore is gone. We can no longer help Shore. It's unfortunate. But people were asking, what is actually the base for all of this? If those who are destroying Nigeria, if they are afraid of Obi and his obedience, and the oppositions who says the ones in government are supposed to be punished, never to be given power, these two are afraid of Obi. And everybody's kind of like, man, what the hell is going on?
It's just so crazy because when I see things like that, even when people think that this person cannot be bought, that's when they should raise if not see that there are so many things that's not coming out about it. That's one thing about disobedience that is so surprising. That what people does not knows about society people, they can bring it that even if you are arguing it, they'll bring out the proof.
Anyway, we'll see how it plays out at the end of it all. Okay. So thank you so much.
We just only this I don't know. I believe that maybe they have to come with new party because what is also happening in Labour Party now is kind of they are not even fighting the obedient and obey. I don't understand.
It's part of the whole confusion of a thing. And then it's I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, so to say, right? Because it could be like, say, some will say, na juju. I've been at juju that they use for all of them. I mean, which meeting they worry all these guys. Let me take another one.
Real?
All
right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.